There's no game. There it is. Hello. Let me go up here. That one. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls. I've been live for 3 hours and 18 minutes, and this is today's session of Baldur's Gate 3. Hello, it's me. We're still here. Thank you for hanging out. We were playing Grand Theft Auto 5 today, enhanced. It was good. I enjoyed it. And it's the George. Yeah, George is back. What happened while I was away? I took a brief toilet break. Somebody redeemed the trophy game. Oh, 20, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. And did I miss anybody else? Stuffenheimer. The trophy game. The funny thing is, fully understanding that you did it by accident, and there will be other opportunities to get a 6 hour, but there have currently been 3 opportunities to get a 6 hour, today being one of them. The other 2 times, somebody's redeemed it as a troll. So this was the first, like, non-troll related incident where somebody redeemed it, but it wasn't 6. It's fine. There will be other occasions. Come on, give me a paw. Give me a paw. There we go. But hi. How did we all feel about Grand Theft Auto? That was good. I enjoyed that. Can't you recover it somehow? I can't. It's a one stream only deal. It's not always a troll. Sometimes we're just afraid someone else is going to get it. No, there have been 3 6-hour streams where it's come up. And what had to be done has been done. There are 3 6-hour streams where it's come up. The 2 were confirmed as a troll, and the 3rd was today's. But it was an accident. Accidents happen. I could refresh it, but I won't. Also, it wouldn't be the 6 hours. If I restarted the clock now, it would only be a 3 hour. Because it's literally done based off time spent streaming. It doesn't... The clock would go and be counting up from 0. The clock would be counting up from 0 starting now. Yeah, so... It is what it is. I build it that way. It's my fault. Last time on Baldur's Gate 3. My life is in shambles. It's fine. That wasn't said to make you feel guilty. I'm just sort of saying nobody has got a level 6 yet. Literally nobody. And apparently it's cursed and will never happen. Last time on Baldur's Gate 3, we pushed forward from the Emerald Grove, having stepped out multiple times at this point. Multiple sessions of going through all of our inventories, respecking our friendly heroes, and so on. We moved out across the map, hit the edge of what seems to be a village, followed it... followed it south, and it ended up in a swamp where everything made us want to bleed. Bumped into Auntie Ethel, a nice, kind grandma. Killed 2 guys that were accosting her in the woods. I feel a little bit guilty about that, not gonna lie. Crossed the swamp. Discovered that the swamp was under some sort of like magical spell, so it looked cute, but was actually like horrible and smelly. Turns out Auntie Ethel was a hag. They were keeping a woman hostage. We recovered the woman. The woman was very upset because the woman was trying to trade her baby for the resurrection of her dead husband. We killed the hag, rescued the woman, who was still very upset. In the process of going through Auntie Ethel's belongings, we recovered a wand, which we used to resurrect the husband anyway. He was resurrected as a zombie. We handed the wand to the woman. She wandered off into the woods, and we left the swamp. We returned to the Emerald Grove to deal with our inventory a bit more, and then headed back out across the map. Basically, yesterday, we crossed a bridge. When we turned left, we headed off to Auntie Ethel. There's a big gate. There's a village directly ahead of us. That's what we're doing today. if you have achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. Our community celebrates achievements, big or small. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, some people consider getting out of bed a big deal. Some people consider running a marathon a big deal. But at the end, what I want to do is tell you that I'm proud of you for something. So if you've achieved anything since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. All of my community are highly trained professionals when it comes to saying how proud they are of you, because there are people out there in the universe that do not have anybody to say that, and it is sort of like a thing that I've volunteered everybody that watches me to like. It's a thing at this point. I swept the living room. GG. For traps. Did you sweep the living room for traps? I did my final chore of the holiday. This is my second proud moment of the day because we already did an intro for GTA. Basically, we don't like leaving the windows open in our house because we have indoor cats, and we've always been, well, I've been particularly anxiety ridden about them escaping. We got these things called black cats, which are a like a weave of metal grid that you stick over the window frame so you can open the window behind the metal grid. I fixed that to the window today. That's what I'm proud for. It was a chore that I hadn't been putting it off, but it wasn't top of my list. Having run out of other chores to do for my holiday, that was the last one, and I did it. But GG on sweeping, not specifically, but I didn't detect any good. D&D living room, party on. I finally trashed a whole bunch of cardboard boxes yesterday. The ADHD prevent me from months. I get that. I feel that in my bones. A red open window sound really nice right now. It's been so hot in England the last week or so. It's meant to cool down next week, so we wanted to have the window open to get a little bit of fresh air into the bedroom, which is where this net is. And as I won't be in the house as much now because of going back to the office, Dolly can have the window open a lot easier and not necessarily have to hook up the air conditioning. It's good. It's good. Massive move. Good job. The amount of just stuff. If you ever want to volunteer to come and clear out the inside of my garage, the inside of my garage is basically that entire concept on steroids. Ever since we've moved into this house, all I've really done is put junk into our garage. One day I'm just going to have to hire a skip and have somebody like professionally take the contents of our garage away, because it's just, there's nothing good in it. There's nothing useful. There's like garden waste, old chairs, an IKEA coffee table, an old stereo that came from my grands when they died. It's like, it's becoming an issue. I would say it's not, it's probably about a third full. I've probably filled the garage with about a third of rubbish, and there's nothing else in it. My fee is the cost of a flight there. Are you saying that you're a skip? Are you trying to tell me that you're a dumpster fire, Sky? I don't know how much a skip costs, and back probably. Yeah, you probably no. It's very assumptuous to believe that Sky would actually want to leave. I'm not greedy. I mean, we might be able to discuss something along those lines. We had a big cardboard box clean out a few weeks ago and regained the use of our pantry. Highly recommend. Does anybody else buy electronics and stick them in their loft and then never take the boxes down, but therefore never, like every time you buy a piece of electronics, do you go, oh, I'm going to keep the box in case I need to send it back or it needs to go for maintenance? So you put the box in your loft or into some sort of storage, and then you go in like several years, well, I've got a TV box up in the loft from like 9 TVs ago. Yes, I do that. I'm massively guilty of that. Like, we do that in this house. Dolly is not responsible. It's entirely a me thing. I keep the box as long as it's useful. I put them in the loft and then never get rid of them. There must be about 4 TVs worth of boxes up in our loft. It's just a cardboard box in the ceiling. It's a good box, though. It is. It's a very good box. It will never be useful for anything in terms of, it's a good box, but like it's a very specific shape like a TV, and I'm never going to put anything in there. There's a table up there as well. Like I've got so much shit. For some reason they rolled up a load of carpet when they moved out of this house and put it in the loft. There's carpet up there that's just never going to be good. But what if I need a box? I have box full of boxes in my storage. These are fine because they are neatly packed inside each other. Gotta keep the box. It's cat behavior, but don't downgrade it to humans. You never know. Like, we're quite good. we went through a bit of a phase where we were like, okay, the stuff in the loft, like the stuff that we want to keep, it's like Christmas decorations and like maybe a couple of plastic boxes full of like personal objects, but there's nothing like horrendously. If we moved into a bigger place, the personal objects up there could probably come out of there and like be on display, but we don't have enough room for them right now. The rest of it is literal cardboard boxes. It's incredible. No other situation would you keep that amount of stuff in a place and go, oh yeah, it's fine. You don't have to look at it every day. It's like we don't even have a ladder to our loft, so to even like poke my head into our loft or like the I'm not sure if again that's a universal. What do you call the thing in the ceiling that's in the roof? Is it a loft in America? Like, is it a loft hatch and loft ladder and loft access? Is that like what? Because you got a basement, attic. Thank you. Attic is the word that I'm looking for. All of this stuff is in our attic, but we don't have a ladder to our attic, so it's not like I can stick my head up there and go, wow, this place is messy. I have to get a ladder in from outside, stick it in our hallway, like plug a light in, go through the hatch, look around and go, wow, there's extra steps, so there's no chance I'll ever clean it. It'll probably be full up there until we move out of this place, and then all of a sudden somebody will come in there and know my secret shame. That was a very big, do you have a saw? No, we had this discussion this week. I was adamant that we had a saw because I had to remove a bush from in front of our garage. As it turns out, I don't have a saw. Because, okay, I'm not sure if I've told this story on stream before or if I was talking to somebody on a voice call or DMs or whatever, but basically, when DollyWhiskers used to go to work, we used to park our car out the back of our house, and there used to be a gate at the bottom of our garden that went down to the back of the house so we could get to the car, right? But every once in a while, the bushes that were either side of that pathway would grow over. So every once in a while, when I noticed one of those branches were growing across, I would take a pair of one of the garden cutting implements, a saw, as an example, a pair of garden scissors, maybe, something along those lines, and I would cut the branch as I went past. So when I came back in from the car, the garden scissors would go back up into storage. But we stopped doing that when Dolly stopped going to work, and I never took the garden stuff like that out of the car. So I've just been driving around for years with garden shears on the backseat of my car, and nobody noticed. I got like 3 bikes in my vestibule, one of which needs maintenance, while the other 2 I wanted to sell for 3 or 4 years now. What's a vestibule? Is that like an oubliette? I've never been in my attic. I once threw pest control up there, but that's it. Got another bike to sell in my storage. What's a vestibule? Do I need to Google the meaning of a vestibule? A room before other rooms. Entry room? Is that what a vestibule is? I've never heard of vestibule. I've heard foyer. I know the word vestibule, but I didn't know that was what a vestibule was. Similar to like a foyer. Yeah, like I've heard such things referred to as foyers. I don't think I think that's the first time I've ever heard vestibule used in a sentence. I mean, definitely not an oubliette. I think an oubliette's like a basement below an offshoot of a dungeon, right? I only make the reference to the oubliette because if you refresh your browser windows, if you've been here for Grand Theft Auto, you will see today's Baldur's Gate 3 title is a reference to the Labyrinth with David Bowie. That also taught me the word oubliette. Come inside and have a nice cup of tea. I never heard of that word before my translation tool gave it to me a few minutes ago. Apparently it's a real estate term. I've said the word vestibule in a sentence. I have never known it. I've never known the context of what it was. But like I've said, like I say words. It's a thing with me. I've always had like when I was a kid, we would go through phases of having like favorite words. One of them was haberdashery. I was really fond of the word haberdashery, and I said it like 1,000 times. And then I would move on to the next word. Other words in the household since I've been in a relationship with DollyWhiskers: embankment. Embankment is a really nice word to say. But vestibule, I feel, might have been on that list at some point, but I never fully understood what it was. But thank you. I've learned something today, stuff. That's you're out here teaching me real estate terms. And thank you. Honestly, I think boob is such a fun word. It does. It's got it. I can see like that. The double O's make it fun. I love that every time we're trying to find an English word that expresses a bigger or more nuanced word of a more subtle meaning, it's French. I mean, English is like 3 languages wearing a hat, right? Though, because we're in the same way that a lot of European languages are inspired by Latin. English is inspired by all of those languages, and we steal things. And also at the same time, we have one word that means what one word, one pronunciation, slightly different spelling makes it mean something different. Hi, Griff. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. So yeah. That's everything. We're caught up. I didn't expect there to be a full second intro here, but apparently we needed to talk about cardboard boxes. I did the high. I did what happened last time. I did proud of you, and that's it. We're up to date. Yeah, I'll be here for about 2.5 hours playing Baldur's Gate 3. Looking at the time now, 2.5 hours. Then it'll probably be bedtime. But if you want to hang out, please do so. I'm not keeping you hostage. Remember, self-care is sexy in 2025. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, hug a loved one, sniff a beloved family animal, and all that jazz. And as a subtle reminder, again, we're playing Baldur's Gate 3 for every day in May, 30 days in a row, because somebody redeemed 1 million channel points. That was sort of the challenge that I set for myself. E.g., small room between entrance and restaurant door to reduce heat AC loss. Every now and then I think of an English word and then always think, if someone ever asks me what my favorite English word is, I say that one, and now I can't remember it. I like haberdashery still. It's like a place that sells like knitting type goods, like threads and all that sort of stuff, like a haberdasher. But I enjoy that word still. To this day, and it's been literally about 25 years since I learnt it. Yeah, I think that says more about me than anything else. Let's go over here. We're going to remain as Frog. I like Frog. Okay, so we are pushing into this village. I don't need to level up or anything, do I? And my inventories are reasonably clear. That's good. I have a collection of magical items to give to Gale if he's suddenly starving for magical items. Let's move. Also, 800 gold. I'm not going to suggest that I'm rich, but I'm not rich at this point. I don't think I'm doing quite well. If I had, oh,
get over there! Surround him like.
I know you're there. Show yourselves.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say, no fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked.
There'll be no screwing happening here. Now let me pass. I don't want any trouble. Curious, I had the exact same. I don't want any trouble.
And I didn't want to be stuck mopping up nosy trespassers like you. Ain't no one getting their way today.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I'm not going to use my illithid powers. Just let me by and we'll pretend this never happened. I do not have high hopes. I don't want to be evil. The game spends all this time telling you that the illithids are bad. Why would I be using my psychic powers?
Ugh. Suppose it's best to save our strength for a real threat. Go on then. Just keep your nose clean.
If I use a gun to kill Hitler, was the gun bad? It depends if you leave the gun in that time, and from that gun, the Nazis developed the technology of semi-automatic weaponry and are then capable of defeating the American support that came in World War II. Get time travel, bitch!
Open up.
What are you going to do now, Sky? What are you going to do now? This entirely fictional situation that's never actually going to happen in reality. You just got schooled. This is just a route in to kill these guys, I guess. Commence rummaging. And here you all thought I was going to get into a fight.
Seems simple enough.
Blighted village. Okay, well, I guess we just start checking buildings. We got mushrooms. I don't know, I'll probably just sit there smugging my moral determinism. I don't know enough I'll be honest, I don't know enough information about weaponry from World War II. I imagine if Hitler got his hands on a gun from modern times in World War II, a lot of people would have been fucked. But again, I'm not a historian, I just work here. We got clothes, we got sandals, we got rags. We got really awkwardly placed goblins, and when I see their character models on the ceiling, it massively confuses me. To be fair, a lot of people already were. Yeah, but we don't want to make it, we don't want to be out here trying to make it worse, do we? Oh, a bar. I like bars.
Nothing here, boss. Look, don't talk. And you got nothing.
Thank you for the hydrate. Suspension of Laccolite. My point was less about technology. I could kill him with a World War II Luger. My point was that evil tools can be used for good without their user being an evil creature. It was a terrible example, because who's to say that killing Hitler wouldn't have created some sort of martyr-type situation, and then the Germans in that case would have gotten much worse. Or, sorry, the Nazi party, because not all Germans were Nazis. For fuck's sake. See, I can argue. I know a lot of things. I know how to do a lot of things, and arguing is one of them. Okay, well, the pub is empty. Going around touching everything. Do I really want this pot and pan? Probably not. You're not arguing though, you're ignoring the point. Yeah, but that's funnier. It's funnier this way as well, because I'm claiming that I'm arguing, and I'm claiming that I'm arguing. Moving goalposts and slippery slopes are two of the best examples of flawed logistical debate, so really you can't? I mean, I beat you, didn't I?
Let's have a look.
I got a bow. It's funnier to me to be bloody minded. If only because I know it infuriates Sky sometimes. I'm a lot of things, but I'm also exceedingly stubborn. You're not wrong, it does. See? I see a large ass in that. I see a large ass in that building. is over here. We got Fank, Lump, and Chock. Okay, we're probably going to hit them up last. Let's continue round the camp. Is it a camp? No, it's a village, right? 3 large asses. So many things to touch and see and steal. That door's locked. How long have they been here that there's skeletal remains everywhere? We love large asses. I like big butts and I cannot. Like, you get the idea. There were 3 very large bodies in that building, and they were all wearing, like, butt flaps. Walk in now? I can. There's a hole in the middle of the floor. Why would you just walk over that like that? Old key. A dagger. Why is Gale upset? Arcane hunger. Gale spirit has been drained. Disadvantage to constitutional throws.
Cluck cluck. Someone has just joined the Bok Bok Brigade.
Hello, and thank you for the follow. As you can see, my follows are anonymous. If you'd like to make yourself known in chat, please do so. But also know that I could have sworn I was followed. I fixed that. I mean, I appreciate it. You didn't even let me finish my spiel. Basically, my follows are anonymous. I take responsibility. No, it's cool. You've thrown me off. As you can see, my followers are anonymous. If you'd like to make yourself known, please do so, but also know that lurking is appreciated. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, honestly. I need to feed Gale some magic. I'm thinking it's going to be the crossbow. Or protection, or the ever-seeing eye. Sorry, I felt bad. No. Stop. Okay, everybody stop apologizing to each other. We'll all just agree that we're all terrible people. Hey, person that just followed, you don't have to say in chat, or you can DM me that it was you. So it's just a secret between us.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Okay, I need to talk to Gale.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten.
Okay. I think I have a magical artifact.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Give Gale a magical artifact. Oh, I can't give Gale the one that I was going to give him. Okay, he can have the all-seeing protection from good and evil. He can have the abjurations, but he can have the ever-seeing eye. The rest is equipped, and I'm still not sure if I need that sword for something. Eat it.
Thank you.
I'm sorry that the other people are sorry.
That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant, to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Have we slept with Gale yet? No. I haven't decided if I'm gonna. Are all of the characters in this bisexual? Like, do they have preference? Because obviously I'm a dude, and in other games, some characters might not necessarily sleep with a dude. Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
I think, yes, they're all bisexual. Okay.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
I don't think straight exists in Faerun. I figure it's a fair question, right? Light hammer. I think we need to go through that hole, but we'll go up here first because let's clear out the entire interior of the building. Anything in here? Selenite necklace. Straight definitely doesn't exist at the D&D table, so regarding strange riders in these parts. There's so many freaking buildings. Okay. Chat, we're going through the hole. We're not going through the hole, chat. We have gone through the hole. Okay, where are we now? We're in the... Oh, it's a forge. Let's start up there. Gale of Waterdeep.
What's hiding here?
Got a great club and a hammer. Really wants to give me barrels that are explosive. I think Asterion is useful here, right? So if I lockpick as
For a skeleton key.
Oh, come on, get up the ladder, you prune. Devs know what they were doing. Gazelle. Are we really sitting around doing this? That's terrible. Wow, that is hella, but that is freaking awful. Try again. That's better. So I had to waste a thieves' tool. Locked. Thieves' tools got. Steel forged sword. Good weapon enchantment. Infernal iron and a blacksmith note. Read. Specimen, metal, hardness, unknown, silver, red lacerations flecked with yellow dust, underdark. Gift from redacted. Faintly sulfuric odor, forging unsuccessful, not melt or warp at standard temperature. So, tried to make something out of infernal iron, nothing worked. 17 is pretty good. Chim, you should change the button game so that the chance of failure decreases as time passes. How would that be better?
Let's have it.
Disarm a trap. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm gonna stop saying that's not too bad. Thank you for the stem. Read blueprints. Precise arcs and neatly drawn lines form the blueprints of 3 weapons: a greatsword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements and forging instructions. Are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing an unusual ingredient: Sursa bark. The Sursa bark can only be applied to an ordinary unmodified blade.
Weapon blueprints that use Susa bark.
Oh, we got
Rare find.
a quest.
There's only one place I'm finding a Susa tree. The Underdark.
You get to go to the under. Take me down to the Underdark, where the place is dark, and the trees Trees are dark. Please take me
A
home.
quick rummage.
So if you have to leave it for a while, then come back to it, but hope someone else does press it first. I get it, but what would the standard in that context be? Because currently the maximum, theoretically, the maximum achievement you can get from that game is 100. So it would nullify the game, I think. I'm not. Investigation. What are you investigating?
Intriguing.
Why would that have to be a maximum? Because how would you so the total risk factor scales backwards. So if you wanted a number to, so all of this stuff is numbers, right? So the chances of losing are calculated from a top number. And if the chances of losing were calculated from a number higher than the possible highest score, I don't think it would work. The limit does not exist. I mean, it does currently. There is actively a limit. You will not physically be able to go past 100.
Over there.
I'm imagining that the risk still increases, goes up, but as it is. Yeah, the whole point is that it gets harder with time. And it does. The fuck have I just stumbled into there? I see spider's web. So you know what? We're not going straight down there. I feel like I'm a coward. Continue rummaging.
What have we here?
Free spade. Spears, rope. More rope. With the way that the game is currently set up, you get 2. So imagine the first button press equals 1. I can't. Don't ask me to deal with numbers right now. Want it to? It makes sense. Pretty straightforward. The more you touch it, the harder it gets. Yeah. The difficulty with the technology is, and I will admit this, the difficulty with the technology is the numbers in all of the bots in existence aren't really as random as I would like them to be. So, because the fact that you guys are losing, so math time, percentage of success 100, risk level, times passed in minutes. So currently it's dealt by score, right? When you press the button once, the number increases by 1. So default is 0. You press the button once, your score and the risk level increases by 1. As you increase it by 1, your chances of losing, like the number picks a number between 99 to 100, to between 0 and 90. Yep, so currently it's a percentage of success. Yeah. That's right. Front door is now open. Should I be going into this cave at the bottom of this village? There's also whatever this is. What is this up here? Is there a ladder? Cracked wall. There's another cracked wall. There's oh my god. Okay. We might do the rest of the village and then see what's in that cave.
All right.
'Cause holy shit, that's complex.
No traps, please.
There's also something in the well. It looked like you could go down the well. Like that well. Well. It means that people can still beat the high score with skill opposed to just a high level of luck because no one has beaten Sky in months. You could.
With a flick of the wrist.
Skill or patience. The difficulty is people aren't like you can press the button every minute. Like the timeout of that game is 1 minute, right? That's because I'm awesome. No, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it slightly differently. Reasonably, you guys, it's not an expensive redeem, and you can be pressing the button every minute. The fact that nobody has beaten Sky isn't that it's necessarily hard to beat Sky. It's just it really is just that people don't spam it. You could be spamming it constantly. That's true. Like it's not that it's impossible to get that number either, because Sky achieved it once and then achieved it again. At the start of combat, the wearer gains momentum. What is momentum in that context? What is momentum? I guess that's probably a me issue because momentum is going to be like physical attacking. I'll just put it on me for now. So yeah, I take your point, but I don't think the system. Hover on the item and press T. No, smooth start. But that doesn't tell me anything. That just tells me what was already visible. I'm not sure what momentum as a stat is what I mean. Oh, sorry, I understand. Okay. Okay, I get you. Spurred on by the sense of urgency, the affected entity's movement speed has increased. Actually, that is good for me because I'm constantly not near the things that I should be physical attacking as a hexblade. Okay, I'll leave that on that for now. That makes sense. But yeah, if you were spamming the button, there would be a significantly higher chance that people would be beating Sky. But people don't spam it, and therefore nobody's beat Sky. I'm not going to push up there just yet. We will quick save. Why would we want to beat Sky? I can remove Sky as the high scorer, and you can set a new high score if you want. But that's up to that's a Sky decision. But yeah, all I can really request is you just press the button.
Missing
Yeah,
children.
like on days where I've actively
Maggie
tried, I've gotten
Terrence,
25,
Marcus
27.
Terrence, Mathen Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
It just happens that Sky got the first high score.
Might be useful.
No, I don't want to be over encumbered. Sky got the first high score and then stole the second high score from I guess I'm thinking it's way because I prefer chats that are concise and every bit of text that you need relevant, but your chat is different to the way I would do it. Doable, it's just hard. Hi Vadim. I'm not at fault. The cooldown thing on app doesn't reliably work. It's a lot longer on cooldown than for you. Yeah, I don't really understand why that's the case. That's been a problem for a very long time as well. Like, I get that mobile phone is not good. I get that mobile phone is not. Guessing this way because I prefer chats that are concise and every bit of text that you relevant, but that is different to the way I would do it. I don't understand what you mean by chat in that context. Spreading out the weight right now. Inevitably, I picked up a load of stuff. Maybe she's into it. Maybe it's Maybelline. No, that's maybe she's born with it. You know what I mean.
Game marks as faded as the memories of the children that played them. Wonder what became of them.
Should I be concerned about these large men?
Tastes like chicken. No chicken.
He's chewing on an arm.
Fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show is the brand of the absolute.
You're quite elegant for an ogre. I bear no such brand. Deception. Consider yourself deceived.
Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend.
You are quite the articulate ogre. I notice you don't bear a brand of your own. I've seen a few. Yeah, but thank you for the contribution. You are quite the articulate ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Were I so lucky?
Uh-huh. For example, if I were to be the one streaming at the moment, I wouldn't have the evil seedlet press the button current risk because I think it clutters the chat and makes it harder to read what people are saying, but it's up to you in your own chat. I don't mind it personally. If the chat is active, it really doesn't matter. The difficulty with the button in the way that you're talking about, I need it to feed back to me as much as you need the information to be fed back to you. So there is no way of you pressing the button and me just having an off-screen notification saying this is what the button is doing, because all I get is evil seedlet has pressed the button. There's no confirmation of what level it's at, or that I get literally no information from that button press other than the fact that it's been pressed. So I need the back and forth. But if there were 10,000 people in here and 10,000 people were pressing the button every minute for a minute, it would be a completely different conversation. My chat is not so active that I would ever think that would be an issue. But if I ever get like 100 people in there, we will probably see that a lot of the stuff that I do right now would have to change. 5 minutes till an ad, chat. I notice you don't own a brand yourself.
I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk.
Forget goblins. You should be fighting for me. Sand #1 fangirl, flying Chim's shirt since 2024.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
I'll give you 500 gold if I can call you into battle. Deception, 1,000 gold after you fight for me. Persuasion, I'll pay you in the flesh of the fallen. You'll have your fill. Wearing the Chimken t-shirt right now. Actually, I went public with it as well to the store today. Did anybody go, oh my god, that's such a Superfly t-shirt? I was around when Chim was cool. No, but like Spoopy, I take like Spoopy. I like just to clarify, I don't want you to feel like I'm just ignoring your point. I do understand. But were my chat significantly more if there were a lot more people talking on a regular basis, it would be, I think it would probably be more of an issue. But where we are still, I'm a small streamer at the end of the day. I'm lucky to get like 35 unique chatters per stream. I don't think it's as much of a problem currently as it will be if I'm ever like partner or something. And then it would change. Oh, I thought you big. I'm really no. You have to listen to Spoopy. They're a veteran streamer now. No, I don't think you're ignoring me, and I'm not trying to get you to change anything. I just want to offer my insight. No, and I appreciate the insight, but you see why it's different. Imagine Tim with 2 million followers with multiple thousands of viewers. The button would probably not work in that context, and it would be the stupid thing about if I get stupid numbers of followers like that, the button would probably be an app. It would probably be on my streams as an extension, and there would probably be a completely separate process because I would have made pots of money and I could get somebody to program it that way. Really, what I should do is get Ryan to Vulcan Ryan to like code something for me and pay him to code something for me so it can exist in its own separate app and it not be piloted in the way that it currently is. Insight gained and dismissed. Not dismissed, I'm just feeding back in the way. It's been on my mind since I streamed earlier. Vulcan Ryan is in chat. Oh my goodness, so popular, so incredibly. Just I'm running down the clock till I find the button. Ryan taking notes for the future. Ryan's already like Ryan's busy with other apps, and we already know what we want to do next with the stuff that he's done for me already. So. Persuasion, I'll pay you in the flesh of the fallen, you'll have your fill. Oh, fuck. Over the lips, past the gum, something, and so on. Oh! I'll take it.
A brilliant notion, and a boon to my aching belly. We have a deal, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow, and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before.
Hey chat, take my bone horn.
Kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around.
15 seconds till an ad break. Seen few other ogres in these parts.
We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful.
Okay, good. We got buddies.
We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
We've got ogre buddies that I can now summon into battle. Crazy. I'm going to back out. I'm going to take a brief pause for the ad break. We'll go do that, and we'll do this. I'll see you in a minute. Good Narbin. Welcome back. Did you do the self-care in the ad break? I totally got up and moved around. I definitely did that hydrate, 100%. Not gonna. Would I lie to you, chat? Would I lie to you? There's a dead tiefling. They were eating a tiefling.
Something good here, I hope.
What's that?
Cracked support beam. Oh, just in case I wanted to knock the building down on top of them. Tieflings are tasty. Are they? I've never eaten one. What do they go well with? An unrefrigerated cupboard filled with sausage, pork loin, and ham. Delicious. Grilled pork belly. And I'm over encumbered because of the sausage. Okay. Read. Though clearly old, this handbill has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, see the play that sent Elturel's Everlight Theatre into chaos. The sharp-tongued travelling troupe presents The Folly and the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. Part 1 of Lost Netheril, that great wizarding empire in humanity's age of wonder. Part 2 of the great mage Karsus, the brief and terrible, godhood and the ruin he wrought. Of Netheril's fall, 1,000 years of shade and Shah's subversion. Of Netheril's return and its shadow falling upon the land. Sounds great. Gale. We're filling up Gale. Get filled, Gale. How full is Gale?
Ready and willing.
Oh, Gale's got Gale's ready and waiting. Holy shit! Thank you, stuff. I appreciate that. You don't have to. Thank you so much. Honestly, do that. I don't really have a notification for that system, but. I appreciate it, honestly. Coffee, Chim on my Ken. Naomi, welcome in. Coffee is a fund that I sort of set up separately to my Twitch stuff, where all of the money that goes into my coffee account will fund DollyWhiskers' therapy, which is very expensive because they can't get it on the NHS in the UK because the NHS medical system is shit. So yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Honestly, it's I have no words for when people use my coffee, so I appreciate that, honestly. Yeah. Feel like I should have like a notification noise that comes off with that. That's crazy. Naomi, how's it going? We are running out of room in our inventory again. I like my man, like I like my coffee.
What path lies before me?
Under promoted. I forget. The only place that I really promote it is on my BRB page. Hot, strong, and sweet like toffee. I mean, I don't think anybody's ever described me as sweet like toffee, so I can't relate. So now I've got sweet like chocolate boy. I like my men like I like my tea, in a bag and underwater. That's where I saw it. I like my women like I like my wine. Big, red, and full of alcohol.
Go.
A poorly drawn map of a city is captioned in flamboyant script. What follows is the most thorough and accurate account of the city and people of Baldur's Gate, the sordid gem of the Sword Coast. An editor's note. This volume is startlingly accurate, save the nonsense about the Black Dragon Gate. It is not alive, no matter how many vagrant hags claim otherwise. Okay. Egg? That's not important. Ignore that. Isn't Volo the guy, the bard that was in town? Did we just... Why is Volo's rucksack at the top of this mountain? And why do I feel like that's a trap? Was I meant to fall through there of some kind? Evil Seal it. Back to pressing the button. See, level 16. It's not impossible as long as you spam. Okay. We're done.
That might be worth a look.
Go dig. Yes, welcome in. How's it hanging? Malachite ladle, stuffed bear milk can. Malachite ladle, stuffed bear milk can. Thank you for contribution, Kirst. I hope you're having an absolutely brilliant day. I imagine it's 6 a.m. because I always make these statements when you sign in, and it's always 6 a.m. and I always go, huh. But I hope your day goes well. Naomi has pressed the button. Oh my god, Seedlet's got competition. It's happening. The competition is building. Okay, I think there's a gate here. This building's sealed. And this big building here is the one with the cave in it. So, what's up here? Joke? Oh my god. Angry face Seedlet. Naomi. Be careful. They bite. Limp and tired. Got maybe 4 hours sleep. I'm sorry, that sucks.
Go on then. Make it good.
What is going on up here? Rescue the gnome.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights.
I'm not... What the hell's you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Mm-hmm. Let me rephrase that. Why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
Uh-huh. It does look funny, I'll admit. Mind if I stay and watch a while? Fun's over, release the gnome at once.
You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Uh-huh. Detect thoughts, read the goblin's mind. All of you lot against one gnome, you should find a better target. Intimidation. I won't let you harm a defenseless being, not without a fight. I'm not that intimidating. I can detect thoughts. You will release the gnome. That's an order. Persuasion. All of you lot against one deep gnome, you should go find a better target. Welcome in, Andrew. Fuck! No, I thought we were going to get lucky for a second then. Okay. I'm never going to have any inspiration because I keep re-rolling.
I reckon we could do better than this run, eh? We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yeah.
Okay, off they go. I think that could have been a fight, so we're doing quite well with the persuasion and stopping things. We should probably figure out how to turn off the... Yeah, I'm getting to it. Chill out. Let me loot this sheep. Kara's out again. Kara's not... It's funny how much that... This is what I was talking about, the randomness of Mix It Up. It's one of those... It's like the Spotify playlist thing. I never feel like a Spotify playlist is as random as it should be. the numbers that are generated by Mix It Up never seem to be as, like, the fact that that's a 50-50 and Kara is just repeatedly being timed out, it's because it's not.
That will fit in my pack.
Oh, I leveled up. I didn't realize that little interaction we had with those leveled us up. Gale. 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 We're just filling Gale up. Get filled, Gale. Carry all this stuff and things. Gale. Yeah. It's also something of a confirmation bias. That I don't think it's random because I think it's bias. Or sorry, I don't think it's a confirmation bias because I think it should be more. I've decided that it's more random. No, what am I trying to say?
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
I've decided that it isn't random.
We should keep moving.
Another episode. Why does this keep happening to you?
You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it. As long as it doesn't hamper us too much.
Get the feeling she's lying to me. I'm assuming the switch for this, yeah, the switch is there. So what's in the basement? Before we turn the gnome off. Shadowheart is very important for speedrunners. Is she? This is a very small, nondescript room. Nothing in the box. We got a baguette. Tomatoes. Rags. Heavy chest. Ooh. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat, they gain lightning charges. Will encumber Foghorn. Give them to Astarion. Take everything else. Oh my god, why is he's just
time to rest.
He is just full, isn't he? What am I full of? Why is this? What am I carrying that's so heavy? And I do have a 20-pound chest on me. What's in this chest? One Eldritch rune. Maybe it's time to deposit. Maybe it's time to put the reliquary down. I've been carrying around a chest with me because I thought it was cool. It might be time to get rid of it. Yeah, suddenly I'm not over encumbered anymore. Definitely nothing in this chest. No, definitely nothing. Okay, I've gotten timed out 4 out of 6 times today. It's just not working for you today, Kara. Maybe you should give it up. Maybe if this was gambling, people would be telling you to call it a day. Like, can't just keep expecting win conditions. You have a chest in camp for cool whatnot you want to keep. Yeah. But that one was random. I just picked it up in my inventory, but not for 20. That's too much. Release brake lever. Nonsense. You've probably used up all the shitty outcomes. Next round and you'll cash out Kara. That is how the gambling people trap you. Goblin bow, goblin scimitar, makeshift spear. A delicious boxed rack of ribs. And a spear. I'm coming! My point being, you can go to camp literally anytime and just drop stuff off you're encumbered. I should probably level up, shouldn't I? Let's get this guy off this thing.
Cut me loose!
What's in it for me? Free him. Small man.
Maga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs.
What does Maga?
Well, get on with it. Whatever you are.
Sorry? Get on with what?
You saved me. Now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
Show me nothing.
Nothing?
I could extort you if that's what you want.
You're teasing me now. I'm certain of it. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems.
What's a deep gnome?
Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know.
That answers my question.
I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there.
Oh, is he a Snurf Niblin?
I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
I know the term. I know the term Snurf. No, I know the term. I didn't realize that was what a Snurf Niblin was. Barkus's pack. It's currently highlighted. Why is it highlighted? I picked it up if it was in here. What's an Underdark? It's like a big subterranean, it's like a big subterranean, like, cavern system that exists under the world, where all of the, like, the drow and the big evil, like, loads of evil creatures live. The brimmed hat. Bit of underboob. It's not the same thing. I don't quite... Did you know that whenever you saw some pasta, taste sauce pasta, this because sauce and taste pasta and sauce is how the pasta tastes when you sauce on pasta. Thank you. I'm a bit... Is there a pack here? Is it like buried or what's the deal? Because it's just a little arrow on a thing. I've not had one of these before. Do I, like... Do I dig?
No rest for the wicked, I see.
What do I do with my spades?
Someone there?
Oh, I have the magic touch.
I give them to Gale. Good.
No one back home will ever believe this.
You say it every time, or is it a pre-record? I say it every time. What are you trying to say? I say it every time. Don't say stuff like that. I'm dedicated to my craft. Where the hell is this backpack? I'm like walking around thinking I'll get like a... There's something here. Why are you looking over there? I mean, I was walking everywhere. I don't really understand where it is. Release
Let's
break.
see what this does.
What does the other lever do? Is it just gonna spawn the backpack? it on the... It's not on one of the blades. Part of me wondered if I just needed to stop it at a certain time. I quite like this.
What's in here?
Friendly reminder, Alt will often show you interactable objects. Alt is showing me nothing. Like I'm actively pressing Alt now and it's not showing me anything. So if I go up here, I press Alt, there's nothing. Oh, it should. There's a door. Where? What, in here? In the basement? There's a wooden hatch there. Which is fine. Is this the backpack? Because there was very little in it. It wasn't particularly exciting. But it's still on the map, though.
Looks empty.
Nothing. Bottles. Burlap sack. Should stuff be showing up if I'm holding Alt, Sky? Because like interactables like ladders and shit aren't showing up. Is it like a setting? Lines. Accessibility. Show some peen. Dear private moments. Gameplay. Karmic dice. Cross edge panning. Follow flying creatures. Eavesdrop. I'm probably misremembering how it works. Fair enough. So, should I... Where the fuck is this backpack then? There's a backpack here, I need it. You looted it? The one in the basement? But also it just shows up on the thing forever. It's probably because it's there because I looted it before I spoke to the gnome. Okay, fine. That was needlessly complicated. There's a little bit more of the town to search up here before we push elsewhere. Yeah, that's all fenced off. I thought that was the one at least. I'm confused now, and I'm really... One second. What was it called? Barkus's pack. Oh, it is the one in the basement, but there's like it's glitched seemingly. So, or at least the first post on the internet says it's glitched. So you pick it up and throw it to a different position. It gets rid of the marker because it destroys the bag. Okay, it was empty. That's cool. We're done. Why is it called Barkus's backpack on the map, but not the item itself? That's confusing to me. Drew, thank you for the button press. There's a bugbear. Why is he sleeping? Excuse me. Bugbear that looted the pub and is now drunk. Do I kill a sleeping bugbear? Examine. Not particularly powerful, but I'm just confused why he's here.
The blacksmith's blueprints. Weapons from the looks of it.
These designs are unfinished. Rough drafts.
Pick up. Pick up. I read the blueprint? No. Gale for the time being. We went in there. That door goes to the bar. They dug up something from the ground. Curious as to why he's attackable. Don't want to attack him. I want to speak to him. Can I speak bugbear? What language does a bugbear speak?
You've made a grave mistake.
And he's dead. Sure. That's an odd outcropping to not have anything on it. Bird's nest. There with while I loot a whole egg. Okay, what's in the barn? I feel like this is building up to something. I can hear noises. Where are the noises coming from? Drop a quick save. Do I need to level up? Yeah, no, I need to do that first before I have a fight. There sure is building up. We'll just ignore that strange thumping noise. Level up. Cantrips. Eldritch Blast and Booming Blade. All the dead truth. I was thinking, what's the feat? Feat that it wants me. Ability improvement, charisma. Ability improvement, charisma. Even more charismatic than before. Place spell, change. Shadow Blade, Wrathful Smite. So what are the options here? Branding, Smite, Cloud, Daggers, Enthrall, Hold Person, Invisibility, Shield. These not all mage abilities? This game confuses the shit out of me. This game's scary. It's Baldur's Gate 3. You know what this game is. Misty Step is pretty boss. What am I turning? Level 4? The internet suggests Mage Hand. Mage Hand is a cantrip. So a spell is completely secondary. Also, many magic classes have interlocking things. Okay. Mage Hand, Darkness Feet. Darkness. What? Darkness. Darkness is the next one. Create a shroud of darkness that heavily obscures and blinds creatures within. Creatures cannot make ranged attacks into or out of it. Those are the two things that are recommended. Counterspell is next, and Misty Step is on this list. We'll continue to follow the guide for now. I'll take Darkness. Ability improvement, Charisma. So handsome, so charismatic. I have to check every time just in case. Well, what have we seen today? We saw some ogres that were going to make us dinner, but we made them our friends instead because we're just so lovable and nice. What are my current cantrips? Ability improvement, intelligence. They're about to see something people would find scary. What the hell does that mean? My prepared spells are Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Thunderwave, Grease, Chromatic Orb, Scorching Ray, and Enhanced Leap. Flaming Sphere, is that on this list? I do wish they gave me a list here as opposed to... I do wish they gave me a list here as opposed to having to pick stuff off it, like, massively confused. Flaming, Mirror Image, and Blade Ward. What are my cantrips? Nice Firebolt. Blade Ward. Mirror Image is the other one. Mirror Image look like... I really... Okay. Are they organized alphabetically? R, S, P, L, I? I don't think this is the alphabet. Mirror Image. Check that Dolly's... Yeah, Dolly's... Going from Dolly. Click. Starian, how's it going today, Tempe? I hope you're doing well. Are you feeling fine? Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. He's got an easy one. He's just like click and done. Love it. Love it when they're easy. Gained a cantrip. Shadowheart. I'm feeling just fine. Good. Always good to hear that. My feet. Ability improvement, wisdom. Blade Ward, warding bond. Blade Ward. What's warding bond? Warding bond comes after... A warding bond's already in place. Okay. Good. We have leveled up successfully, chat. Whee! Not too stressful at all. I'm quite happy with that. That doesn't, like, having that sheet and not having to second guess myself is peak internet. Let me just say. Let me get some of these weapons in scale so I can actually move around a bit easier. I'm gonna have to hit up a shop again before the end of today's stream, or before the beginning of the next one. Bayou, and okay. Well, Skies said I'm about to see something I don't want to see, so what's the hell is in this barn?
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Uh-huh. Hello?
Go away!
Open. Things are coming to a climax. Open the door.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Open the door anyway. Fuck!
What the hell are you doing?
What the fuck is going on with my streams today? We've had strip club and now we've got bugbear. Is that an ogre? Apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt. You were making a lot of noise. I wanted to join the fun. Apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
I'm gonna be really annoying because there was a perfect fucking screenshot in that I missed, and I want it. I want it in my life. Flashback to you interrupting the dog in GTA. Okay.
Goes nothing.
We've had sex and tits and rock and roll today.
A guttural scream and
Okay, my finger is hovering over the button this
rattle
time.
the door. Then a low moan. Someone or something is having a bit of fun.
Open the door.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Open anyway. No, not that one. It was me stood in front of them, sort of shocked.
What the hell are you doing?
Apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
Yeah, got it. It's me sort of stood there shocked with those two in front of me. That might be the best screenshot I take the entire game.
Let's move.
Which health are we dealing with? That's amazing. They were banging on top of a mangled corpse. What a bunch of weirdos. And I missed. Good job. Why is he can see them? Why has he got lower chance of hitting them whilst... I'm so fucking confused. Okay. Engine lighting? I mean, maybe?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Is that a thing?
Step to it.
I can just hit him on the outside. No, apparently I couldn't hit him, even though he was glowing red. This is a really good start. This has gone really fucking well so far. Okay.
Let's end this.
I'm not sure I want her to hit me with anything. I feel like she's gonna fuck me up. Jesus Christ. He unconscious? No, he is standing up. That's fine. She'll fuck you. All right, up.
Onward.
Oh God. That was a mistake.
Eat this.
Time for a cull.
Nice.
Where do I go from here?
Where do I go from here? Booming blade. Honestly, flourish as well. Missed that one.
Can't afford to let up.
Over there. Critical miss. Biter. And then hit her with a sword.
Kill on a bugbear and an ogre.
One moment they were embracing each other in intimacy. The next they're embracing only death.
Today's video description. Killed a bugbear and an ogre that were fucking.
Looks empty. Always room for more.
Azeth and other gods too. Walkloin. Why were they doing it on a mangled corpse though? Why? Why? Like why though? Just why? The realm according to Bumpo. Maybe that was their meal. It's what ogres do. They weren't carrying anything. And they were armed exactly the same way as the other guy was. 2 spears and a mace. That seems like such an odd build of like weaponry. And then there's a bridge up there, which I'm not going to head towards. Okay, so my options are I probably need to go back to I can do a long rest. I can't do a long rest. Okay, that's kind of answered my question. I need to go back to a merchant.
Better not be cursed.
I need to go back to a merchant. I need to do a long rest. I need the conversations with people, and then we'll come back here and then push into that cave, maybe. Spears are for throwing, maces for thunking. Push into the cave with all of the spider webs in it. I'm sure that will end real well. 12 minutes till an air chat. Little pig, let me come in. Chimken, champion of going back and forth between merchants because he picks up literally everything. Also, I feel like certain people are going to have certain things to say after everything that's happened in the last little bit.
Need anything else?
Okay.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Bit dramatic. Okay, so here we go, chat. Antidote, no. Rotten tomato, soul coin. Nothing up there, nothing up there. Dagger, yes. Bow, javelin, morning star, quarterstaff, bow, spear, torch. Keep the torch, bin the lit torches, studded shield. Is there a difference between these loots? There is not. We're gonna keep more traditional looking loot. I got books on me, an agate. Potions we're keeping, bloodstones we're keeping, breezy sandals, grease bottle, jade, sell the jade, rags, shirt, silk gland. Great. Ass 1. Now on to Gale. Broken promises, potions. Poison. X, sword, clubs. Spear, hammer, shift spear, morning star, quarterstaff, brimmed hat. Rufflesome blackguard hat. I don't even know what that means. Selenite necklace. Tarnished locket. Kind of books. Bowl, faded blueprints, fire, amber, alchemy, goblet. Still carrying that statue, not sure why. A knife, a ladle, malachite, a milk can, a plate, a pot lid, some rags, some rope, a pipe, a spoon, a teddy bear, and a tin plate. Trade. Darian. Rotten. A club, a javelin, a longsword, a mace, a quarterstaff, a rapier, a short sword, kingdom for a short sword, a warhammer, various books, grease bottle, a hammer. Then line we're keeping, rope, ruffy, shears, a plate, some tongs. Hey, what have I sold there that's worth 500? Huh? What have I sold there that's worth 500? That club is worth... Why have I suddenly got very... Why is all of this gear so expensive? I mean, I'm not complaining. It's going to be more money in my pocket, but I don't understand why... I don't understand why that selection of weaponry is so nice. Is it better than the rapier that he's got equipped? 411, 512. I just bought a bunch of secondhand beekeeping equipment, even though I have never kept bees. My boss keeps bees. It's apparently an extremely fulfilling hobby. Be very careful. But other than that, keep some bees. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, they said. Keep some bees, they said. Bit confused why those weapons are so expensive. Trade. Always buy them back. Just realised there's an entire slot in my inventory for torches, and I've just been carrying them around the entire time.
The air is ripe with magic.
Trust no one.
Arian. Watch. I will name them all and show them the B movie. I don't believe you.
Sylvanas be with you.
Go down the hill to the shops.
We're exposed now.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
Oh, Damon!
You're an idiot.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Let me see your wares. Show me your wares. Oh, Shadowheart's done. Short sword, mace, books, hammer, infernal iron, coffee, rope, shears, plate, tongs. Oh, he's not buying any of that. Why is he not buying any of that? Oh, I just drag it. Why is his menu different? It's amazingly actually very interesting to learn how to take care of bees. We've got a few beehives back on my family farm. The honey's here. It's so good. There's this... It doesn't dox me if I say it. There's this... what am I trying to say? It doesn't dox me if I say this. There's a thing in this country called the National Garden Scheme, and my boss has a garden that they open for the National Garden Scheme every year. It's basically raises money for various types of charities, and as part of it, they keep bees on the property where they open this garden, so they sell honey every time they open for charity, and all the money goes to a good cause. Yeah, that's the thing that exists. Balance offer. I think we're fine. Something felt weird about that entire interaction with them. I don't know why. Felt like I got skimped. Very cool.
Seek and you shall find me.
Yeah, I think so. They've made all sorts of money for charities since they've been doing it. Value.
A long way to go still.
The person selling the equipment to me is giving me a beginner's book and said I can call them for help anytime. That is cool. I hope it goes well. Expedition 33's director revealed he made the game because he was bored at Ubisoft. I mean, that's also valid considering it's Ubisoft. I think a lot of people would be bored at Ubisoft. Yeah. No. I have big hopes. I have big hopes, right? And I'm going to upset a lot of people right now. But I think and still believe that the best Final Fantasy games were the ones that were... The heat in my house is still not fixed and I am still cold. Put on a jumper. That's awesome. I hope your new adventure taking care of bees goes well. Yes. What was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought. I might have just put my rucksack in my pouch. Wait. Value. There's nothing in. I thought I had a container that had quest items in it, but maybe I didn't, and that was a beautiful dream. I really wish there was a, like, collapse all, like, sort inventory button. Type? Yeah, that's slightly better. Yeah, I think I need to organize their inventories by type because it's confusing me massively. Books go in the bag. Get in the bag, books. You were talking about the best Final Fantasy thing. Yes, yeah. So I personally think that the best Final Fantasies were the turn-based ones. And one of the major changes that they made to the Final Fantasy franchise was that they slowly, over a period of time, moved away from turn-based combat. I think one of their like claims was that people didn't want turn-based combat anymore. because it was old-fashioned, air quotes. And the best thing I think that will come out of Expedition 33 will be the fact that they have not only produced a game that's been massively successful, but it's turn-based. When you get pouches and such, it may help your inventorying to have like a bag for potions and one for scrolls. If I heard correctly, I'm thinking on the side of the same. Okay, I heard correctly. Never mind, you did. No, like, it is my opinion personally that since the Final Fantasy franchise started moving towards more of the action RPG type games, they're just not my, they used to be my favorite things. They're not my favorite things anymore. By the way, I told my dogs you said hi. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, I hope that like, I'm really happy for the developers of Expedition 33, but at the same time I'm really happy that it might change people's outlook in terms of how they make turn-based games. Like more AAA turn-based games like Expedition 33, I'm not going to be complaining. Expedition 33 will come to the channel later this year. It's a game that I'm planning to play, but obviously I've got a lot going on this month. Mine didn't even lift an ear. Beckett wagged his tail. Osher turned his head sideways. Gretchen sighed heavily. Okay, chat. I'm going to go to the loo. You're going to come back, and then we're going to do a long rest. See if anybody wants to talk to me, and then we're going to push into that cave in the village.
No, never mind.
So go take care of yourself. Self-care is sexy in 2025. See you in a minute. Freaking go, chat. Back to camp. They're not music playing. It was very quiet. It's like very subtle guitar-y, but I apologize if there was quiet. Long rest. Yes. Gale wants to speak to me.
It's been a day, Scratch.
It's...
Come here, boy.
Oh, what a day. I like that Shadowheart likes the dog.
And move.
What are you doing, Gale? Pretty.
Oh. My, you startled me. I, was miles away.
Feeling cozy, no worries. Fair enough. The figure you conjured, who is she? Someone you miss?
No, she's no one, really. I was just practicing an incantation.
You don't have that look on your face when you're looking at no one. If I get lower than a 5. Okay. If I'd failed that, I would have cried.
What can I say? She's Mistra. I can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her. To draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies. The weave. Mistra is all magic. As far as I'm concerned, she is all creation.
Uh-huh. I didn't realize the depth of your devotion.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this?
The first time I played, I never knew Gale existed until the end of the game because I failed the rules to get him out of the portal. Really? We've had a few people that have come into chat and said stuff along those lines in terms of, I played this briefly. I don't remember Halcyon. I don't remember Will. There are a couple of ones that I remember from press materials and stuff. I've seen a Dirge playthrough where they willingly got the portal to chop off Gale's hand. Yes, I would.
Then follow my lead.
Am I romancing Gale?
Now you.
Kind of looks like it. Imitate the justice quickly and decisively.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
I'm not that intelligent. You sense the power in these words, speak them deliberately. Performance. Repeat the words bold and proud. Five versus 25. It's his penis.
Suddenly, the scent of rose water and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
Think of here and now, the unexpected moment of learning, nature. Picture a place of utter peace, away from all harm and mayhem of civilization. Recall a memory of early youth, a happy family moment. Performance. Try to hum a familiar tune. Is that a marriage ceremony? I'm not entirely sure what's happening. I don't really have it in... I don't really have a mind to who I want to romance, so if this is romance, I don't understand. Is this what flirting is?
You see, or is it sense, the presence
And now
of a
touch
woman.
my wand.
The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Magical, sensual even, effortless, you're a wonderful teacher. It feels good. It feels like a good time to call it a night. Effortless, you're a wonderful teacher.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate.
Hold on to the moment. It's a good night for intimacy. A satisfying end to a wondrous experience. It's time to let go. You're in no mood to be so close to Gale. Release your grasp on the weave. It's time. Now kiss. It's time to let go.
The weave evaporates. And as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
I don't know who I want to romance.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
So does he not like me now? Like, was it like, oh, we did magic once and then we bang and then we're husband and husband? Or do I get like another I mean, it has to be Gale. He's lovely. I don't think Volcom Ryan would ever forgive me if I kissed Gale. No, he still likes you. He is the easiest to romance. Yeah, like, I've said about 10 things to him and fed him a necklace. Like, he ate a necklace for my entertainment. Like, effortless. I've spoken to him, and I gave him a necklace to eat, and now he wants to have sex with me. Yeah, there he is, Vulcan Ryan. Hi, Ryan. I hope you're well. What is the heaviest thing I am carrying? Give to Astarion. Give the blade to Shadowheart. Give the wand to Gale. That's a little bit more balanced. I don't like Will. I don't really, like, I didn't really have a mind of who I wanted to romance when I played, and I still don't. I feel no romantic attraction to any of these people. Not that me specifically. That I have nobody in mind.
The dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
Where did you find that?
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Let him. We have a talking dog now. We have a dog. I just cast Speak to Animals on myself. Will had a great introduction, but it kind of falls off after that. Gave me his ball to throw. Oh, when you ready throw, he gets all excited. And then he brings it back. That's cute. That's cute. I'm keeping it in my inventory forever. Now Chim can talk to animals. Yeah, it's my animal magnetism. You can't teach it, I'm afraid. I'm just that handsome. I love Scratch. We are on our way. To be honest, I only played through once and didn't get much engaged with Will. Maybe he does have his moments when he's in the main party. Best game ever. You can talk, pet, and play with the dog.
Huh, I'll give it a shot.
Same as stuff. I'm like, people are adamant that Asterion will grow on me. Like, adamant that he will grow on me. I've yet to see evidence. Yet to see evidence of that being the case. Started a new game last night called Road 96. It was really nice. I think it could be something you'd enjoy, Chim, after May, of course. I own it. I bought it when it was brand new. I played it through, like, I played it through partially. I never finished it. It was one that, like, by its nature, you had to play through multiple times. And at the time, I did it through maybe once and then never went back to it. It is one I'd pick up. Or it is one that I would try again, because I never did it in full. I'm less adamant that you'll like him, but like there's more to him than your initial impression. No, you said I would like him. You said he had a character arc that I would appreciate. I also didn't like Asterion much. I did my first route across the board. I was so pleased with myself. I think I can't remember why I was busy at the time. I think I intended to stream it at one point, and it was never... Busy.
Let's not touch those webs or I'll end up as a meal.
The hell am I doing in here? What webs? I see no webs. These webs? That's a bridge. Which makes me think I should just go down the well. Because the well was elsewhere, and that one is all covered in spider webs. There was a well I think I could go down in the middle of the village. I never went down it, but I saw it when I was snooping.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Huh. Peer into the well. Well. See, I'm just gonna get that joke out of the way now.
Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Climb down the bucket rope. Okay, we can leave. That's the important thing. There is a person who dropped a sword. Spider cocoon. Oh boy. I have a bad feeling. There's where we were, and then I guess you come down. Okay. Let's save here. I'm gonna sneeze as well. Excuse me. Old backpack. Animal carcass, spider cocoon classifies as
Something good
stealing. So you know what? I'm not going to touch it. Ragged rock. Where do I find myself? Oh god, don't sneeze. Bless you though. Why not sneeze in my hands? Why not? Bless you. Thank you. I mean, I didn't really intentionally do it. Just allergies. Icarus egg clutch. I don't really have a very good feeling. Oh! Sneakers in your hands is bad for germs. They hit a flat surface and die. Etacap. Because you touch things with your hands, those spreading the germs. Valid. I mean, realistically, if Dolly was going to get anything from me at this point, they would have it. Nobody else touches my stuff, but I'll be careful. Thank you for your concern. Don't want to fight a giant spider, though. Don't want to fight a giant spider, though. They're down there, so let's go up here. Going. Oh, why I'm whispering like they can hear me. Water. Probably touch door handles outside your home. No, I grab those with my tongue. As a person, I open all doors with my mouth. It's a rule. It's a complicated rule, but it is one I follow. Spider step boots. Immune to enweb. You know what? I feel like those will be really useful for whatever is about to happen. Battered journal. Picking up all these things. I'm not reading anything. Burnt journal. Read. Most of this book's pages been carefully burned away. Those that remain contain a single sentence rewritten in varying states of agitation. In her form, I find ecstasy. The spell is not enough. Through originally a screed on Lolth penned in blood, this book's crimson script has been smeared away in several spaces. Different handwriting atop it. I recall my life upon the surface with more than regret. I weep for the decades spent treading murky waters of profanity while my true queen waited in the shadows. Even my Eliette feels foreign upon my foul tongue. A higher fog exalted by Lolth herself. My drow captors cannot fathom it, but I see their houses downfall in visions granted by the Spider Queen. When that day comes, when some unnamed whelp from an insignificant house cuts the matron's throat, I will escape, I will find solitude, and I will worship Lolth with my very soul. These books' leaves are stuck together with thick webs. Excuse me. That leeches ink when pulled from the page. Only the final entry remains remotely legible. It is time. I will forever transcend this blasphemous flesh and refashion myself in the Queen's image. No longer will I be bound to this lowly form, this base shape of organ and bone. Even the arachnomancers of Mesobarazan shall weep at my feet, their little spells so feeble and fleeting. Today I found the house of Lolth, and I shall be its matriarch. A journal filled with hastily sketched diagrams of spiders and various spell runes. The captions are largely written in code, save for a few passages near the end that are penned in shaky common. They can sense my devotion. It draws them. I hear them in the shadows whispering from the Dark Mother. I woke to a gift wrapped in spider silk, a pair of boots taken from the heretic's corpse. Lolth sends her daughters to reward my faith, to let me know I am on the right path. Another gift, the corpse of a drow, sigil scarred upon his face. An arachnomancer, one with the power to inhabit the spider's form. It is a message, a calling. My blood already dries upon the dagger, her blessed image carved into my skin. Apparently Apparently I should be reading books, because I have not been reading books that I've been picking up, and I got inspiration for doing that, so that's new. I didn't realize that was a thing. Little diagram, read. No, not as a Starian.
Let's get going.
Read. An ornate diagram drawn upon this parchment depicting a ritual of some kind. At the bottom, 2 figures, a spider and an alpha sketch with an overlapping circles. A single word is penned. Beneath them, transcendence. A shit ton of spells. Fever.
If I do. What's hiding here?
Look at this space. Anyway, I think it's time to go to bed and have a good time of day, everybody. Thank you, Stuff, and again, thank you very much for the coffee. I need to react more. I really do appreciate it. The coffee thing is sort of like sits separately to the whole Twitch thing, and I do appreciate the support for that. Thank you. It makes Dolly's life very different, and therefore inspires a good part of mine. Oh. Hey, no worries. I like to help where I can. No, but it is appreciated. Read follow. Okay, I had wondered if I'd miss pages, but it's the missing. Some of these books are some of these books are a bit longer than I'm willing to read on stream right now. The good thing is, if I run out of game, I could spend an entire stream just reading books that I picked up the entire length of the game. Sleep well. Sleep well. First prize. There's spiders, an eticat. They're not particularly... They're not like... I feel like I'm leveled appropriately. I'm just kind of terrified of them. Let's do another save. I'm just spamming quick save right now. I hear more. Like I thought I'd... Yeah, there's definitely more, isn't there? They're all moving around and they're all skittery. Hey, friends. There's at least 4 in the general vicinity.
Don't linger.
Well, so much for peace.
I'm so gonna just attack that bridge if I'm not careful. Miss. Ew. He enwebbed them. Ew. And she walks straight into it. Critical miss.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Oh, I've not started. I didn't get to it fast enough. Sorry, I didn't get to it fast enough. It's gonna disappear. Yeah. Okay, in web was... Did that blue spider just teleport?
Let's go.
Okay, one spider down. Come closer. Run through the fire. That seems to make sense. When in doubt, don't use spell slots. Beat with your hands! And you missed. Like a fucking lemon. Hi, Rachel.
What fools these mortals be.
Oh, he coming. Oh, he coming. I don't like the way they're teleporting. Hellish Rebuke. Okay. Did he die? No, 4. Shit. Been really nice if he died.
Come on, can't stay idle.
I've walked onto fire as well, like I'm an idiot. Had I missed that, I would have been kind of upset. Push him away! Nothing.
Death is but a word away.
Okay, one spider's dead. The Ettercap is close. Stab me in the ass. Is that a bad idea for a vampire to suck on a mushroom creature? Okay, one of the Ettercaps is down. Sanguine has traded his zebra egg for a Twilight Mist egg. Enjoy your Twilight Mist egg. Remember, everybody, come back next time to trade in your eggs.
Time to push my luck again.
Please provide me your eggs. What does infested mean? Oh. Dolly's brought me a cup of tea. Would you be able to... and some biscuits. Let's put those in the fridge. I got biscuits, chat. Do you have biscuits? Kirsten's returned a sunbeam egg and taken a lemonade egg. Don't drink it. It's probably bad for you.
Got to focus.
Everybody is dead, Dave. That wouldn't have happened if the fight hadn't ended and you wouldn't have just run into...
Can't slow down.
The fight ends and they run directly into a burning pile of floor. I'm hungry. Go chew on the cat.
Open up.
They're called Biscuit, right? Go chew on the cat. This feels like such a freakishly huge amount of space. I also feel like I need to long rest in case I bump into something.
Better than nothing.
That was very hot. Oh! Why is the potion drinking so sexual? Backpack. Oh, I killed them and the spider cocoons are suddenly not thieving. Immense touching of all of the cocoons. No, he's immune to psychic damage. My only weakness. You can eat some biscuits, Alice. Why don't you eat some biscuits? Biscuits are good for you. Make your heart happy.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Oh, it was teleporting because it is called a phase spider.
What's in here?
I've gone my entire life without realizing that they were teleporting phase spiders in this place. Seems that every one of these cocoons has something good in it. Teleporting is cheating, by the way. Bloodstone. I mean, so far this is working out quite well. Potion of healing. 2 potions of healing, just from 1 potion of healing, sorry. That was where we came in.
Cutting to the chase.
Walk a bit closer. It was kind of silly that you were firing from that far away anyway. A torch, some simple boots. Parrying is illegal. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. See that parrying is the one that is bad. We don't parry on this channel. Parrying is cool, sweet, and awesome. Blocking is dirty cheats and will not stand for it. Who's been blocking against you that you're upset about? It sounds like you've been burnt before by somebody that's been blocking. Who blocked you, Seedlit? Point me at them. I'll eat them. And their biscuits. Definitely their biscuits. I'll start with the biscuits. Oh my god, he'll start with the biscuits, the saucy devil. One that has ever blocked me, but mostly people in Skyrim. I don't have biscuits at the moment. I could make some, but I'm planning on baking bread pudding tomorrow. My girlfriend never had it before with all of the other snacks we have. I fear we won't have enough time to eat everything before it goes bad. But the naughty snacks are the best snacks. That is true. Oh, a phase spider egg. Let's shove it in my bag. Or just stomp on it in general. Oh. Dolly has a treat for everybody, by the way. Dolly has a treat. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna put my tea down because if he makes me jump, I'm gonna throw my tea all over my keyboard. Fat boy. Live pot frog. Edlet is about to lose it. IRL pot frog. What up, bitches? And confirmed, DollyWhiskers has hands. We've confirmed this before, but it's nice to get up to date confirmation. Working on his great movements. Frogs do is so mesmerizing. Hey, chillin'. Need the throat for you, Kirst. Maybe. Let us continue on. Actually, I've just realized the time. I have a feeling. I have a big. This is very large. I don't want to get into something that I am going to be hesitant to not finish tonight. So, the mysteries of what is probably a spider cave will remain until tomorrow. Excuse me. I've been eating biscuits and I'm burping. Hi. My name is RightBigChimken, and I don't like spiders, but also I have to go back to work for the first time in 2 weeks tomorrow, and I'm going to finish 10 minutes earlier than I had planned. I'm crazy like that. I'm giving myself a little bit of extra time. It's insane. He's treating himself to 10 minutes, chat. Incredible. Left small dude. That's not my name. Doo-doo. That's not my name. Doo-doo. That's not my name. Doo-doo. That's not my name. The return to work is going to suck. Thank you for pointing out the obvious. It's gonna be... I'm dreading it. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm absolutely dreading it. But we'll find out. Like, it's been a really... It was like an emphatic, I get it. You're going back to work. It's been a really good 2 weeks. The difficulty is I have realized how burnt out I was when I started those 2 weeks. Because holy shit was I burnt out and probably not admitting to as burnt out as I was. But at the same time, I think it's really cemented for me because this is the longest time away from work that I've had in about 7 years. This is my first 2 week holiday since we moved into this flat even. I think what it has cemented for me, and this is 2 streams in a row. Yesterday we talked about men's mental health, and we're going to talk about men's mental health again today as well. I think what it has cemented for me is that I tolerate my job. I don't love my job. What I love being with DollyWhiskers. I love being a homebody, spending time with DollyWhiskers, getting chores done around the house, sort of taking care of DollyWhiskers as best as I possibly can, hanging out with the cat, hanging out with the frogs, you know, the general stuff, which is obvious because I think a lot of people would be happy to be at home with their partner 100%. I love what I do on Twitch. I'm not out here even holding slight hope that I will ever be able to do this as a full-time job, but what that causes is a quite severe imbalance between the fact that I love what I do on Twitch, but it's not my career. It's not something that like financially will support us if I were to quit my job, because obviously I'm not making Twitch. I have bills to pay. I have to take care of all of those things that I just listed. But I only tolerate my job. I love Twitch. I only tolerate my job, and I need to figure out what that means. I think it's massively important. People work. It's that whole stereotype right? Work to live, don't live to work. And if I have to do the job that I am currently in and tolerate it, if like worst came to worst, if I was never to move to another job again, if I had to do the job that I am currently doing now forever and never change, I could tolerate it. They pay me very well. They're very generous. It's in an industry that I think I reasonably understand at this point, as well as like marketing. It's in marketing, which I think I also, in the capacity that I'm currently working in it, understand that as well. But I tolerate it and I don't love it. And I'm trying to figure out this imbalance in my head where I have something that I love, but it isn't the thing that I'm doing on a daily basis. Because at the end of the day, Twitch streaming is something that I do 12 hours a week at a minimum. I know May this month is a little bit different. So yeah, that's everything that I've worked out in my brain the last 2 weeks. I don't know what that means. The difficulty with my current job is I'm massively comfortable, and sometimes comfortable is great. Sometimes comfortable is also very bad because you don't take steps, you don't like go the extra mile to sort of like push yourself into a scary area of like new and wonderful experiences. But at the same time, the political spectrum on the planet is an absolute clusterfuck, and for me to switch jobs right now, considering how against change that I am and how anxiety-ridden I am, various subjects like that, it's an interesting time. It's an interesting time. But I would like to say, after all of that whole discussion of mental health just now, that I am now done. But I would like to say, because this is my last stream whilst on holiday, thank you very much for all of the engagement that I've had on all of the additional content that I've done in the last 2 weeks. Again, streaming is my safe space. All I want to do really is create a safe space for everyone else, in as much as you've created a safe space for me. When I want to Twitch stream, it's a place that I come to like get a moment's peace. I can be stressed about going live, but once I'm here, I always end stream feeling slightly better mentally than I was before, because this is something I love. I feel like speaking to you guys, putting myself out there in that way and just sort of being myself is so uplifting to me in terms of like a psychological experience. That I never really feel particularly fatigued from. It always gives me that get up and go, and it always sets me up for the rest of the week. And May is going to be crazy because I'm here every single day, and I've sort of like made allowances in my everyday life to be able to be here every single day, even if it's only 2 hours in the evenings. My friends, like my RL friends that I hang out with on a weekly basis, in terms of the private discords that I'm in and so on, are all sort of prepared for me not to be around as much in May. But I do want to thank you for all of the engagement in terms of the additional content. It's not about the views when it comes to this stuff. The only real analytic that I focus on is concurrent viewership, and the fact that people have been in chat and have been engaging with me, have been talking through stuff like Baldur's Gate 3 and all of the other stuff in terms of South of Midnight that I've got done in the last 2 weeks. It has been a really good time for me mentally, in terms of how burnt out I was when I started that 2-week holiday, and like the community is responsible for a good part of how I am currently feeling. But thank you for being such an amazing person in stream. Thank you, Hot Dog, for being so hot dog. Yes, that's it, chat. That's the tweet. Chat, I'm really glad you exist. At the beginning, I'm not speaking over disco music. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna eat this biscuit. Day of Execution, George is here. Do not rub your head on that microphone. I saw you looking. Okay. Thank you for the bits. Take this. Put it in your mouth. Very good. At the beginning of my streams, I ask if there's anything I can be proud of you for. So at the end of my streams, I like to say something different, especially off the back of everything that I just spoke about in terms of mental health. I think it's massively important that men especially speak about their mental health, because it is still something, even in 2025, that is stigmatized. End of the day, it is completely rational to feel feelings, and when you have stuff going on in your brain, sometimes it's nice to just be able to speak about it out loud. But in the same way that the world right now is extremely difficult to deal with, the fact that you are perpetuating yourself on a daily basis, regardless if you're male, female, or other, is massively important. As a content creator, I can't ask much of you guys at all. I try not to at all. Except when it comes to boobs on I won $100 on a lottery scratch thingy today. I forgot to mention. That's cool. I got really into scratch. Like, I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying do this because it was a slightly questionable time in my life. But I got really into lottery scratch card thingies when I was writing my dissertation at university. I would like finish a chapter of my dissertation and then go spend £100 on lottery scratch cards. I broke even. I never lost money. What I'm trying to say is do lottery scratch cards responsibly. Do not go, oh, I got $100. It's going to happen immediately again, because bullshit, it won't. But enjoy. I hope, put that into your PC fund. I know where you live, dragon. Piss dragon, banana dragon, lemon flavored dragon. I know where you live. Put it in your PC fund. I dare you. Like, do it. I fucking dare you. I'm not a piss dragon. Funny. Did you scratch it off, Sanguine? Sure, I will. Good. Chat, life is hard. Other than the fact that Sanguine has just won a... How did you scratch it off, Sanguine? With his dick. Words. Life's hard. Life's real hard. And the fact you are perpetuating yourself on a daily basis is massively important. It's something that you should be massively proud of. And really, it's the only thing I can ask of you. I do not need you to be in chat. You do not need to be you do not need to watch my content. You do not need to be in chat. You do not need to lurk in chat. The lurking is always appreciated. What I want you to do, take all of the energy that you can muster, be that a little, be that a lot. Focus on existing. And then if my content can help that existence be a little bit easier, that is the niche that I'm attempting to fill on the internet. I'm going to toss you in the oven. Oh, shut up. He was like, I'm beginning like, you can tell when Sanguine gets to a point where he's asking for it. Like he enjoys that. Let's not all pretend like that Sanguine wasn't asking for that. For as soon as Sanguine starts asking for the oven, he knows exactly what he's doing. I've said it before, he likes it. 4 hours sleep is so not enough, so this silliness and banter pet me up. I'm glad, Kirst, I appreciate that. In 2024, we said fuck cancer at the end of every one of my streams. So in 2025, we're doing something different. Chat, I invite everybody still here to type the word fuck into chat. Is a type of energy. I try not to burp really loudly. It's the type of energy that we're trying to put out into the universe in 2025. You can say fuck, but you can also do it in 2 other ways. Fuck is a multifaceted cuss word. You can do a positive. You can say fucking hell, I love Baldur's Gate 3. Fucking hell, I love this community. Fucking hell, I love ginger biscuits. Or you can turn it into a negative. You can say fuck insomnia cycles, fuck headaches, fuck I need a nap, fuck transphobia, fuck the Trump administration, fuck Elon Musk, fuck the British Labour government's treatment of the welfare state, fuck TERFs, but don't, because they don't deserve it, and various other things. I'm going to raid out if you need, if you're subscribed. I am going to raid out. If you're subscribed, drop a raid emote. If you're unsubscribed, take a raid message from chat. I just want to take this time to say fuck bad mental health, fuck domestic violence, and fuck not being privileged enough to receive basic education. Everyone deserves a decent life and deserves a second chance in life. You're all of it. Thank you for saying so. I appreciate it. But yeah, we'll find some. I can't turn my head. I've got a crook in my neck and I've had one all day. To look at this screen, I have to go like turn my entire upper torso, which is a really good sign for tomorrow. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me on the ass at all. Who is live right now? I watched somebody very impressive yesterday, and they were doing a speed run of Final Fantasy IX. They did the entire speed run of Final Fantasy IX in 4 hours. They are currently live. Their name is Pete Swanson. They were introduced to me via Vulcan Ryan, who through which is where I get a lot of my speedrunning inspiration from. I found it really interesting, so I'm going to raid into them. I wasn't live at the time, so I couldn't be like, oh, I've raided into you. But we're going to raid into Pete Swanson. Show them some love. I'll be back tomorrow. He's doing cutscene remover. What's cutscene remover? I don't know what that is. Either way, we're raiding in. Sanguine, you asked for that. You know exactly what you were doing. You don't come in here pretending fuck the job market. That's also valid. Speed runs with cutscenes removed. No complaining, Sanguine. You devs asked for it. Fuck. Thank you, Kara. I'll be back tomorrow after work. It will be a 2-hour stream tomorrow, so 9 p.m. till 11 p.m. It will be one of my later ones. I cannot do 4-hour streams on my work nights. Now that I will be back at work, my evening streams on Mondays through Fridays will be 2 hours at my usual 2-hour time, and then we'll be back to 4 hours the following weekend. So. That raid. I hope you all have an absolutely brilliant day today. I will try to keep my chin up as best as I possibly can, and so will you. Otherwise, I will find you, and I will love you. See you tomorrow.